Okay, everybody, it's finally me. Ran a little late today. I do apologize for getting this video out a little on the late side. I had some issues here with this freaking setup. Anyway, people, here we go. So it's Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, pre-market report. Let's start off with this, and this is really just too much. Who did not expect this? I just don't understand, honestly. They really believe that you and I are idiots of the highest order. Honestly, that must be the case. I mean, it's an incredible situation. Not expected. No one saw this coming. Really, honestly, anyone who can't see, feel, taste, witness, however you want to put it, the current situation is obviously completely deaf, dumb, and blind. And obviously brainwashed by the mainstream media who's telling you how strong our economy is. We could not be worse off than we are now. Actually, that's not true. And I'm going to tell you this again, people. Just keep yourself on the right side of where we are going. Everything you're seeing right now, if you think it's bad now, just wait 6 months out. I mean, the trajectory. All you got to do is connect the freaking dots. It's too easy. That's what I've been telling you for how long? It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. And you can see where we're going. This is not an accident. There's no saving this. This is all deliberate across the board. And you know what? Yes, it makes me angry because people are being destroyed. They don't understand what's going on. Nothing is expected here. I mean, come on, man. Wake up. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but people don't know a damn thing. You know, I interact with people every day. I talk to people on the street, my neighbors, and very few of them understand. In fact, I would say 99% of people have no clue as to what's going on or why, because they've been told it's this person's fault. It's the fault of these people. It's everything to keep people's mind warped, to keep people distracted, to keep people from focusing on the root cause of our problems. And you know what I'm going to tell you. It's central banks who run the entire show, inside out, backwards and sideways. But again, it's all just a game. And unfortunately, the game that is being played on people is so destructive. No one understands what's going on. People losing their livelihoods, their home. They can't make ends meet. You got personal debt skyrocketing, credit card debts. You got these predatory institutions now raising fees without anyone knowing it. I told you this yesterday. Check with your... I would be willing to bet that a lot of you out here are swiping those credit cards every freaking day. Okay, check with your institution. They're going to hit you. They're going to get you without you even knowing it. So get on the phone, call your institution and say, listen, are you guys planning on raising fees? Are you guys planning on raising rates? Meanwhile, the Fed's cutting rates. I mean, make this stuff up. You couldn't do it. But again, this is part of what we have discussed. Forced suffering, people. I'm telling you, this is where we're going. There's no way out of it. Currency devaluation on the back of artificially suppressed rates hasn't even begun to rear its ugly head. A new phase of this. We're on the threshold right now of a new phase of currency devaluation. You all know that. At least I hope you do if you follow this blog. What we're about to see is going to eclipse anything that we've seen before. And again, what they're going to do is they're going to blame this, they're going to blame that, everything to keep your eyes off the ball. No one's going to point their fingers at a central bank, especially here in the United States. Nobody is going to point their finger at the Federal Reserve, who is the institution responsible for monetary policy. You can't make this stuff up, man. But that's just the way it is. And we're being led to the slaughter. In fact, most people lead themselves to the slaughter, but not you and me, people. At least we're staying on the right side of this. And let me tell you something. To stay on the right side of this, absolutely, you got to be betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank, as we have spoken about for a decade. More than a decade now. Holding hard assets. Silver. Physical. In your hand, man. Silver. You got to have some of this stuff here, as well as gold. You know that. And look, here's what I'm trying to lead up to. Okay. With regard to energy costs, We are going to see much, much higher energy costs moving forward. 2025, I believe we could possibly see a surge in any energy cost that's going to blow people's minds here. The setup is pretty clear, at least in my opinion, and I do want to hear from you. It appears that the world is being thrust deeper and deeper and deeper into more war, more human suffering, more pain. And again, where's the outcry? It's nowhere. Here in the United States, I'm telling you, people have been deliberately dumbed down. They don't stand up for themselves. They don't hold anyone, anything accountable anymore. And this is why they're being every one of us, except you and me. I mean, we're at least trying to do something about it. We're keeping on the right side of this thing. We're trying to wake people up. But for the most part, people they're asleep. They have no idea what's going on. They think everything is fine. They listen to the propaganda ministry, and of course everything is great, but no one sees something like, look at this pathetic number, 146,000? Are you kidding me? We're not adding any jobs, just so you know. Net, we are losing jobs every single month, and the economy is contracting and contracting and contracting. And that phenomenon, people, let me tell you something else in case you don't know. Not only are we going to see, again, look for this. And this is opportunity, people. I'm going to tell you right now. Energy. There's a lot of ways that you can gain exposure to energy here. I personally think if you guys and girls want to get involved in, let's say, commodities, energy, you should be looking at an exchange-traded fund, an ETF that will give you exposure to a wide basket of commodities, including crude oil. Now, if you do subscribe to my newsletter, it's 100% free. Link in the description of this video. There's a little search box over there. Search for commodity ETFs, energy ETFs. I've written and sent all of you guys paper after paper after paper. Look, I am trying so hard and working literally desperately to try to wake people up, to get people on the right side of this thing that is destroying every single one of us. The propaganda, the lies, the deceptions, the distractions, everything to keep your eyes off the ball. But not you and me. We understand who the real enemy is. It is central banking. Central banks today, again, have been working with so-called puppet leaders more so than we've ever seen in history. Why do you think? Honestly, there was not a single question about monetary policy or what the Federal Reserve would do during the clown show debate leading up to the presidential selection. You're not allowed to know. No, you think this is by accident? Why this kind of stuff was omitted from the debate? You're not allowed to know. It's all scripted, man. Wake up to reality. And finally, you'll start to see clearly, people. Anyway, look. The setup for the market this morning, stock futures are higher. I still say we're due for a correction, which may not even ever come. But, and don't try to pick tops and bottoms here. If you want to get more involved in this market on the long end, meaning buying more stocks here, you know how I'm attacking this market. I have a large position in JEPI. I am building another position in JEPQ. Those are the ticker symbols, people. I'm betting against the debt, becoming my own central bank. I've been working on this since 1,000 freaking years. I've been telling all you guys you need exposure to cryptocurrency, which you do. If you've taken even half of the things I've said to do to heart and implemented it, you're already doing fantastic here. We got to stay ahead of the curve. And I'm telling you, if you don't yet, you need more exposure to commodities and energy. Watch what's going to happen here moving forward. War. We're going to see more war moving forward. This new alliance here, this bromance between Trump and Net and Loco over there. All hell's going to break loose if whatever it is. Okay, look, be ready for it and take action, people. You know what I'm talking about. Every single one of you have been with me. I really hope you're able to see what's happening and you're doing something about it. Look, with regard to the economy, it's dead and it's buried. And this is not just a phenomenon around the world. No one's going to fix this, no matter what figurehead, creature, thing, vomitous mass puke that they sit behind the Resolute desk. It's not going to matter. They don't run a damn thing, and you know this. It's not presidents. It's not kings, queens, dictators, or monarchs that run the world. It's run by central banks, and they have their bases in every continent on this planet. It's a war. And they're winning. They're winning. They're fulfilling their end game here to unify their system to get all of us plugged into it even more so than ever as this bridge is being built into the new tokenized system here, as the world is mainstreamed into some kind of a blockchain worldwide currency. People, you see the writing on the wall. What are you doing about it is really my question of the day. Are you doing something about it? I really hope so, people. We got to come together, man. We got to realize that we are not each other's enemies, despite the fact that that's what they're trying to make us believe. And they're using every manner of deception and tactic to convince us that we must remain separated. If we don't come together, people, we're done. I've told you this already, man. We cannot elicit change anywhere, and they're laughing at us, unless we come together, and we can't. People have been so divided. Here in the United States, more so than any other nation in this world, we're a conquered society. You do realize that America has been conquered. It's been taken over. It's not a we the people situation anymore. It's them and us. And they, even though they're in the vast minority, they're winning because they got us all by the throat. And people are not speaking out for themselves. People are not holding anyone accountable for the situation. Does that sound about right to you? I would hope so. So people, look, man, what this comes down to is this. You and I have been, and we're going to remain on the right side of this. I'm telling you right now what to do. You guys and girls do what you want. All right? I'm telling you what I'm doing. How's that? I am continuing to remain long this market, looking for every opportunity to buy more. The mechanism of economic destruction, which is going to prop up the stock market, is in full effect. The 1% and 2%ers, they're laughing at us. They're laughing at us. And we're laughing back because we're taking action. You understand? It's too simple. If you don't take action here, you're going to lose. If you stay in a central bank issued note and do nothing else, you're going to lose. Despite world leaders and this, Trump here, threatening the world that you better stay in the dollar or else. Are you kidding me? Really? Is what it's come down to? People, look, man, before I go crazy, and I'm getting a freaking headache here, and sometimes this stuff really gets to me, and now is one of those times. I'm going to urge all of you to start to think more deeply about where we're going here. With regard to the economy on a worldwide scale, we're being systematically destroyed. You know that. The middle class is becoming extinct. We are moving rapidly into a neo-feudalistic society. Extreme haves, extreme have-nots here. That's where we're going. If you can't see this, you're really blind here. People can't survive anymore. And the mechanism behind this is what we're being promised, what central banks are doing right now. And again, we do not need lower rates. We need much higher rates. We need rates high enough to support the purchasing power of the currency. When you hear a politician or a central banker say, we're going to lower rates here because that's the best thing to do, you know that you're being lied to. So why are you not taking action here? Those of you, you know that this is not true. We're being destroyed here. And we're being told this is what we need. We need lower rates, which obviously means currency purchasing power destruction. How does that help us? It doesn't help us. It's a wrecking ball for the economy. And what are people doing? They're sitting back and doing nothing about it. They're not holding anyone to account because they believe there's some kind of entity that's being put behind the Resolute desk that's going to save them. Being destroyed. Wait till you see where we're going here, people. Around the world, not just here in the United States. So start doing something if you haven't already, man. All right, look, I'm going to let y'all go. You already know what's going on here. We're not going to change our strategy. Our strategy is invincible, in my opinion, here. Betting against the debt, becoming our own central banks, holding commodities, gaining exposure to energy here, people. Trust me on this one. I mean, do you think I'm on the right? Do you think I'm wrong here? Do you see energy prices dropping because demand is dropping? The currency is being destroyed. Commodities are priced in dollars, okay? Do you think that mechanism is going to change? No. Do you think the mechanism of central banks flooding the world with more debt as the economies of the world is contracting is going to change anytime soon? No. It's a wipeout. It's a wipeout by design. That's all I can tell you. All right, look, I'm going to let you go. Love all you guys. Again, I apologize for getting this video out late. I had a lot of issues this morning, but I will see you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream, okay? And, look, man, we got this. And I've been telling you forever, let them play their stinking games. We're going to play our games, but I'm going to urge you guys and girls to start. No matter how much you may think a particular person or thing or creature, politician is on your side, hold them to account for what they're saying, what they're doing. Don't just sit back and let them do whatever they want to you because you think that maybe they have your best interest in mind. They don't. You know who has your best interest in mind? You do. The members of this family, this worldwide family, and me. I have your best interest in mind. I've been out here a long time. And if you look back on the things that you and I have achieved over the years, it's nothing short of almost miraculous, honestly. We've kept ourselves on the right side of this thing. We understand who the enemy is. We know what they're trying to do. We have their playbook. And that gives us enormous, enormous strength. All right? All right. I'm going to let you go. I'll see you later, all right? As I said, please, people, until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and each other.